This segment brought to you by the Monster Marketing Group, 888-49-MONSTER or www.monstermg.com. Your one-stop shop for all of your logo, design, print, and marketing needs. If you can dream it, you can create it.
And remember, they specialize in doing it quick.
Design, shipping, and handling not included.
Thunder,
This product is not made to diagnose, treat, cure, to prevent any disease. If you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, call another hooker. Don't go to the ER. Use it or lose it.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Welcome to Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. I am your host, Anthony Sykes. Hello, everyone. This is Anthony Sykes, and I hope you're doing well out there. What we do is help you keep more of what you've earned. And tonight, what I'd like to do is cover a variety of subjects. And since it's tax season, that's the basis for this program. We're going to help you give a lot of tax tips. We're going to give you a pathway if you want to start a business. My firm is one in which we help small businesses grow. We help you start a business if that's what you want to do. And we'll talk a little more about that as we go along. But today, I noticed I was looking at the news, and real estate is coming back. And I wonder how many of you are thinking about real estate. But before we get into that, I invite you to give me a call. Please call me at 855-693-4879 and ask me your tax questions. Now please note, I cannot answer on the air a specific tax question just because we want to ensure your privacy. I can talk to you off air, you can call me at my office, but I can answer almost any general question that you may have. Please call me 855-693-4879. I want to hear from you. Now, getting back to realtors or real estate, if you're thinking about, should I become a realtor? Take advantage of some of the real estate that's going on. Real estate is slowly starting to move up, and maybe a few years ago, everybody was a realtor. Now, once real estate went down, everybody got out of it, and some are starting to come back. We have clients who are realtors, who have real estate companies, and we'd like to talk to you about that. Some of the things that you may be able to take, some of the deductions, that you can take as a realtor are advertising. Now, how does advertising go? You could take out an ad in a magazine, in a newspaper, flyers, all that is different type of advertising. Appraisal fees. If in order to make the sale work, you pay for the appraisal fees, that is a tax deduction. That's the cost of doing business if you are a realtor. Business cards. Everybody has business cards, and you need to make sure that your cards stand out, have your picture on them, have something different so that when you pass that out to that person, they will remember you. You always have to be a little memorable. One person sends me a newsletter, and they have their picture on it. They always give tips. They always talk about what's going on in the community. Now, that may work for you. It may not. But you want to be able to do something different so that people will remember you. Now, bank charges. You're going to open up a bank account. You should have a separate bank account because this is a business. And if you have a personal bank account and a business bank account, you will not have a problem. You should not have a problem when you are doing your taxes. Some things are business related, some things are not. It's not a business deduction if you're buying groceries for your home. It is a business deduction if you're buying groceries for, let's say, an open house and you buy sandwiches or something like that. Clerical. What that can be is you hire someone to handle your correspondence, to make some phone calls for you, to check up on your clients. You want to be able to keep yourself free so that you can talk to your clients and keep them, keep them in your mind, or keep you on their mind, client gifts, and that's important. They've trusted you to buy this house or sell their house or buy them an income property. It's a very good business practice to give your clients a gift, a thank you gift. Now you have to be careful because gifts are really limited to $25 to be tax deductible. But there are some nice gifts at $25. Courier service. Let's say you're wanting to get the escrow papers over really quick. You hire the courier so that they get there, or the buyer's sheet, buyer information. You use a courier, that can be tax deductible. Almost anything you do when it comes to business can be tax deductible. Let's say you buy keys for that house, or you have keys made so that your client can get in to see it, a lockbox. Those can be tax deductible. If you have an open house, those expenses for cleaning up that prospective home, or if it's an empty home or an investment home. Now, I'm not saying if you have the maid service or something like that, especially if there's someone there. But if it's a vacant home and you have the floors polished or whatever, that's a deduction that you can take on your business return. Repairs. If there's some repairs that need to be done and you're going to do them in order to make the sale go through, or you've told the buyer or seller that you will handle the cost of those repairs, that is a tax deduction. So you must keep receipts, you must keep all that information so that you can take that deduction on your return. Now, signs and flags and banners, we've all seen those. You drive down the street and you see the open house sign, or you see a banner or something. If you buy those, then those are tax deductible. And if you use them. Another thing, keep track of your mileage. It is best to keep a mileage book. So you then, every time you go visit a client, every time you go visit a house, you keep track of that mileage so that at the end of the year, you get to take that mileage. And for 2012, actually the mileage is 55.5 cents. So that's a lot. That's a lot if you do a lot of driving. Now, food. I talked a little bit about that. If you buy food for an open house, or if you take a potential client to lunch, maybe dinner, that might be deductible only half. You cannot deduct for your own meal. You can deduct for theirs. You do have to have a business purpose. You must write down what you talked about, what you're doing, and the day that you did it. Keep the receipt of where you were. Software. Now, we're in a software age, so if you have the latest listing on software you buy, all that is deductible. So keep track of that. Printing, photocopying. Again, if you have listings, copies of houses and so on. I have a client, and what they do now is they have their own website, and they take videos, and they put those videos in their website, and their prospective clients can look at the videos there. So all that is tax deductible. The videographer, what they paid to have that person do, to have a professional video, a walkthrough of the home, so it's almost like you're there and you walk through every room, they're describing the rooms and everything else. That is deductible. That's also puts you ahead of some of your competition who may want to walk you through the home. So you might want to have someone go look through your website and see 3 or 4 homes that they do like. Then those that they really want to take a closer look at, you go and you take them and you actually take a physical walkthrough through the house. That's what you do in order to save some time and maximize your ability to get your clients in. Now, tools. You don't think of realtors are really having tools, but you do have some. Maybe a wrench or something, whatever you use to fix some small things, that would be tax deductible. Stationery. Of course, you're going to have your stationery for whatever brokerage house that you represent, or if you have your own realty company, that stationery that you get is going to be tax deductible. Now, seminars. If you go to seminars, or even if you give seminars, those would be tax deductible. And again, if you give the seminar, wherever, if you're renting a room, if you're buying the drinks and the food, keep track of that, and that also is tax deductible. If you're going to a seminar, and that seminar is in another city, let's say it's in maybe San Diego, which is about 2 hours from here, and you stay overnight, if you keep the receipt, the hotel receipt and everything, you actually get to deduct staying overnight for that seminar. If it's an all-day seminar, you can also kind of combine it with a little pleasure by going out that night and having some fun, and that room would be tax deductible because you stayed overnight for that seminar. Continuing education. Realtors must keep up on what the laws are, so whatever courses that you take, you then make sure that you keep track of that, because that too is tax deductible. Telephone. Who among us does not use our telephones? Especially now the cell phone. That is kind of taken place of the landline. Everyone is using their cell phone. That's deductible. You must keep track of your bill. And now where you do run into an issue is if you have just one cell phone and you use that cell phone for personal calls, you're going to only be able to take part of that cell phone bill. Another way to do that is have one cell phone for business, one cell phone for personal. That way you can take 100% of that cell phone for business. I do have a couple clients who do that. Yes, and it is a little bit cumbersome to see them with 2 phones on their pockets or on them. But it works because their business phone is constantly ringing, and when they are ready to be home and unbothered, they can cut that cell phone off, yet still receive calls from friends and family on their personal one. We'll be right back.